couple foods you can be feeding your Oscar cichlids, so let's get started. Number 1, you can feed them mice, though I do not recommend it all because number 1, they're not healthy. Number 2, they're extremely fatty. Number 3, they're dirty, their hair gets in the tank after the Oscar's done eating them. And number 4, their fat builds up in the Oscar's liver and it can result in death. So do not feed your Oscars mammals. It's just not a good idea at all. So another thing you can feed your Oscar cichlids is insects. A lot of wild fish eat these and it makes up a really good bulk of their diet. It's actually one of the best things you can feed them. But make sure you're not feeding them wild insects because they can have pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. They could be in contact with pollution, and they can transfer those to your fish, and we wouldn't want that because it could kill them. So make sure that you're getting your fish from local pet shops like Petco, PetSmart, or any smaller corporations around you that sell things like crickets. They're not expensive at all, and it makes up a really good portion of your Oscar's diet, and they really enjoy eating them. So buy them from the fish stores. That's the best thing to do. Another thing you can feed your Oscar cichlids is crayfish, but you want to make sure you're not getting wild crayfish. You want to make sure that you're getting them from bait shops, or you can even breed them yourselves. And make sure they're small crayfish though, because if they're a little bit too big, then they can pinch your Oscar, and we wouldn't want that. You can also feed them earthworms, but as I said before, you don't want to get wild earthworms. You want to get them from the bait shops, and you just go ahead and plop them right in there, and they love it. They're really nutritious. So another option is you could feed them earthworms. You can also feed them amphibians, such as frogs, newts, toads, and salamanders. Although I do not recommend these either because they do have toxins as well, even the tadpoles. So the only way I would recommend you actually feeding them these items is if they were quarantined and extremely healthy, but still, it's just not the best food choice, but they will eat it. So the last thing I'll be talking about today is feeder fish. Feeder fish are practically smaller fish that you can feed your larger fish. Usually live bearers such as platies, swordtails, mollies, and guppies. But you want to make sure that you're quarantining them because if you get them from your local pet shop, then they could have a lot of diseases and toxins since they're in dirty water all the time, and they're always around dead fish. I mean, this isn't exactly the case at Petco or PetSmart, but you never know, so the best thing to do is to quarantine them. If you don't quarantine your fish, your Oscars can be open to anchorworm, hole in the head, fungus, and ick, so it's just better to make sure that you're feeding them healthy fish so that they don't get a hole in the head like mine did because he ate all of our tinfoil barbs, unfortunately. You can also feed them things like beef heart, bloodworms, and brine shrimp, like the little frozen squares. I do feed him bloodworms every once in a while, and he absolutely loves them. He eats them in one bite. For pellets go, you don't want to really be feeding them the orange pellets because they'll dirty your tank. They'll turn it all orange, and the fungus will grow like really fast. Or the algae, not the fungus. The algae will grow really fast. So I recommend feeding the brown pellets because it just keeps the tank cleaner, and they like it just the same. So yeah. Thank you everyone for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out my channel every Friday for new videos. Bye!